Today, I want to talk about something that can change your life, your career, your business, and even your marriage. The title is simple: How to Speak Like a Smart Person. Now, before we begin, let me confess something. When I was younger, I was not the smartest person in the room. In fact, sometimes I was not even the smartest person in the bathroom. I failed many exams, got rejected from jobs, and when I spoke in English, people thought I was singing a strange song. But over the years, I learned something powerful. You don't have to be a genius to sound like one. You just have to know how to speak in a way that makes people listen, believe, and follow. So today, I will teach you how to do exactly that. I will break this speech into lessons, each one funny, practical, and life changing. And if you listen carefully, by the end of this talk, you may not become Einstein, but you will at least stop sounding like a confused chicken at a conference. Let's begin. Smart people don't use 1000 words when 10 words can do the job. If you want to sound smart, stop giving people your autobiography when they only ask for directions. Let me give you an example. Someone asks, "Where is the bathroom?" If you are not smart, you say, "Well, the bathroom is located on the second floor to the right next to the water dispenser." And when they build this building, by the time you finish your story, the poor person no longer needs the bathroom. The problem has solved itself. A smart person simply says, "Second floor, right side, done." Speaking smart is not about speaking a lot, it's about speaking right. People don't remember numbers, they remember stories. You can give someone 10 statistics, 15 charts, and 20 PowerPoint slides. But after 2 hours, they won't remember a single percentage. Yet, if you tell them one good story, they will repeat it for the rest of their lives. That's the magic of storytelling. If you want to sound smart, stop throwing statistics like a broken calculator. Numbers look impressive, but they don't touch the heart. Stories sneak into people's minds, make them laugh, make them cry, and sometimes even make them take action. When I tell entrepreneurs business is hard, they don't care. Everyone already knows that, but when I say starting a business is like dating, at first you are excited, butterflies in your stomach, then later you realize the other person snores, spends your money, and steals your fries. Yet somehow you still stay. Suddenly they get it. They laugh, they nod, and they never forget the point. That is the power of a story. Smart people don't use big words to sound smart. They make things simple. Einstein said, "If you can't explain it simply, you don't understand it well enough." So don't try to sound like a walking dictionary. Speak so even a 10-year-old can understand you. Here's a secret: if you can make people laugh, they will automatically think you are smart. When I first started giving speeches in English, my grammar was terrible. If I spoke seriously, people might think, "This man is hopeless." But I added humor. I joked about my mistakes. And suddenly people said, "Ah, Gaurav is very wise." No, I was not wise. I was just hiding my bad English with jokes. Humor is like makeup, it covers the flaws and makes you look better. Smart people also ask questions. They don't try to answer everything. Questions open doors, answers close conversations. Silence is powerful. Sometimes a pause speaks louder than a paragraph. Confidence is not about not being afraid, it's about acting in spite of fear. Stand tall, look people in the eye, use your hands, slow down. If your mind goes blank, smile. People will think you are pausing for dramatic effect. I have done this many times. Speaking smart means knowing your audience. Children want stories. CEOs want results. Politicians want promises. Finally, remember this: speaking smart is a skill, not a gift. I practiced by guiding foreign tourists. My English was bad, but I kept trying. Day by day, I improved. And today, people invite me to speak. So, if you want to speak like a smart person, don't wait. Start today. Speak less, mean more. Use stories. Add humor. Ask questions. Pause. Be confident. Adapt. Practice.